Greetings, kitties! Welcome back to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of delightful horrors that Tales from the Crypt always had in store for us. We are ecstatic that the show has finally found a streaming home at Shudder. We are thrilled to be rewatching these, re-falling in love with them. A hopefully new generation of people will find Tales from the Crypt and be as influenced by it as we were. Now, before we start a little business, people, please go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Misfit Parade, where you can find this podcast, some of our short films, other cool stuff we're doing, including our sister podcast, the Messed Up Movies Podcast. If you love Tales from the Crypt, there's no way you don't love the kind of movies we talk about on the Messed Up Movies Podcast. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Again, subscribe at Misfit Parade. You can also find that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find pods. Ratings, reviews, sharing with a friend, all those little things mean so much to podcasters like us. We thank you in advance. Tales from the Crypt, Season 4, Episode 13, Werewolf Concerto. What a title. What an episode. Directed by Steve Perry, not of Journey fame, of a second unit directing fame. Let's see. We've got Timothy Dalton, Dennis Farina, and whatever kind of howdy-doody fucking haircut he's got going on.
Yep.
Carl Winslow's in this episode.
Reginald Bell Johnson, Charles Fleischer, Wolfgang
And I'll
Puck.
say this. I know a lot of people have always thought Beverly D'Angelo in the Vacation movies super hot. Never quite got it myself. I saw her in this one, and I was like, I have dreamed of meeting that, like, thrice divorced, middle-aged, like, cougar many times. This is the exact fucking thing. Werewolf Concerto. I'm going to let you just go ahead and describe what the synopses of this episode is. Synopsis, it's only one. It's not a plethora of synopses.
Okay, so we've talked, like, the last 3 episodes, kind of, we talked about the whodunit situation that this season of Tales finds itself in, which is it's not really a whodunit as much as it is a they done it. Them. The person who's on the screen right now.
I'll tell you the truth. I was not all the way ahead of this one.
Same. I
appreciated that.
I did too. So this, I would say, like, so in terms of the Agatha Christie of it all, this one probably lives up to its whodunitness the best.
Yeah.
Very
they
much
just throw
Agatha
wild
Christie.
shit at you, like halfway through. They're like, that guy's definitely the victim, right? He was definitely the bad guy. Like, no, he was a Nazi war criminal. You're like what? We're just fucking winging Nazi war criminals into the middle of this? Like, it's
you know what's funny? That came up in the middle of the episode. I actually paused and rewatched the beginning. I'm like, I must have missed a huge subplot here.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's why I said,
true.
I was like, Nazis are usually not treated like farts on the wind. They're usually like a pretty integral plot point. It's like, no, not this one.
Killing Nazis is usually like
Nazi.
a big deal.
Yeah, he's just a vacation Nazi who looks like he's going to rat you out for taking an extra muffin at the Continental Buffet.
I think what's weird is like they put that dead Nazi thing on the scoreboard like almost to the very end. Like it's maybe like 10 minutes of the episode left. They put this on the scoreboard. The most prevalent plot moving forward device is, oh, he's a werewolf hunter. You're like, excuse me?
Yeah, so we start with, the Crypt Keeper does it like, he kind of sets you up for like what we've seen, right? It's almost like a post-acknowledgement
This was a
of
really
season
good
4.
one.
This is your brain on Tales from the Crypt. And he fucking smushes the brain, right? Like this is your brain on drugs gag. Great. We immediately hard cut into just a werewolf throat rip, a werewolf holding the fucking head up, silhouette
real
by the
banger of
spotlight.
an opening, if you ask me.
You're like, okay, we're fucking ripping,
I'm metal.
we're howling.
Let's do it.
Into, we kind of audio fade, crossfade, right, into this woman, ah! And it's all these guests being like, there's been another murder at this quaint little lodge. What are you doing about it, Dennis Farina and that hair, whatever that is? Maybe that hair is the living sentient being that's killing everyone. He's like, no, it's not that. P.S. Don't worry about it. The Nazi keeps saying werewolf. Okay. I know that's hard to believe, but I went ahead and preemptively scouted out the talent, and one of you is secretly a werewolf hunter, but one that must remain anonymous? I was like, I feel like there's like 3 extra steps.
The best part
there.
is you're looking around the room and you're like, okay, not Reginald Vell Johnson, not Charles Fleischer, definitely not Dennis Farina. And
who I had pegged? I had Carl Winslow's wife.
Yeah, Layla
Mercedes is the werewolf.
Layla Rochon, yeah.
They were kind of like hinting at it too, not subtly.
I thought it was
where
her
I was like,
too.
okay, that's how they're going to get us. We think we're ahead of it, so we'll write it off, and then it'll.
She was also a little too bubbly. I'm like, something's up there, and then, it just ended up being a thing. But so they're like, not you, not you, not you, and then
you look around, you're like, who looks like they would kill a werewolf? And you're like, is that the remnants of a one-film Bond?
No, dude, this was like. Was this right after Living Daylights, I think? Yeah, this is after Living Daylights. So this is
saying he's only done one. He's looking like he's really like floating into middle age on like fucking boat full of booze.
How many did he do? Did he do 3? 2 or 3?
Timothy Dalton did 3 because Lazenby did 1.
Lazenby did 1. Timothy Dalton did Living Daylights. You Only Live Twice. But I think he did at least 3. So this is like
I think so too.
I think this is like just post.
Oh, he did 2.
Oh, we only did 2. Living Daylights.
Yeah, it said he didn't do a 3rd because of
he was too busy making Tales from the Crypt, Werewolf Concerto.
No, some kind of legal dispute. So he did the Living Daylights and License to Kill.
License to Kill. Okay, cool.
Those were our T-Dalts.
What years were those?
So let's see. That would have been
88 or 87?
1989 and 1987.
Okay, cool. So 89 was his last. So this is 92. He's like, off on his boat drinking his Bond booze. And he
just
comes
like,
in.
What could have been?
Comes in, swarthy, hipped safari man, walks right in. He's like, that's certainly not me. And you're like, obviously this guy's the fucking hunter. What in God's name did anyone else think it was? Not only that.
I was like, because this is what the episode kind of does. You're like, they don't have a Bond here.
No.
Who looks like he's going to fucking sling some dick to Beverly D'Angelo, where she's like, don't forget your little submarine. I was like, hot. Mm-hmm. They're going to meet at midnight.
Their repartee was
They do all this weird
stimulating.
gags, right? So you're like, all right, a Bond guy, he's here to sling dicks. You're like, this can only go one way. He's the werewolf. Beverly D'Angelo's the werewolf. Or they're setting us up for that, and then it's going to be like an out of left field. Mercedes is the werewolf. That was my kind of like triangulation, right? They do this weird thing where Timothy Dalton is always fucking chewing ice cubes, and Beverly D'Angelo goes, "You know what they say about guys that always chew ice?" And he goes, "Man," he says something, and I was like, "Wait, are we not going to address that?" I was like, "What do they say?
What do they say?
What do they say?" And then I was like, is his body so hot from being a werewolf that's what it is? Little did I know, he's just the werewolf. Like, him being the werewolf, you're like, that's, like, too obvious. I almost couldn't believe it.
See, that was the thing, is I'm like, it's, like, because that name, too, like, Loki or Loki, however you say it, I think that name has some sort of lore with where, I'm like, that's a little on the nose. I'm like, he probably is going to wind up being the, maybe. But then again, because it was so obvious, like, well, maybe it's Reginald Vell Johnson's wife. Probably.
Yeah, I thought they were going to really throw a haymaker, right? And I thought it was going to build up to, like, he actually got someone.
Would have been cool if it was Charles Fleischer.
Because they do this cool bit, right? The old man goes out in the woods, and he stops this guy, right? Mr. Hertz. Mm-hmm. He stops this Nazi guy, and he's like, he kills him, right? And he's got his little briefcase. Timothy Dalton's like, not today. Like, he gets the drop on him. He does some, like, half-ass. It's not even Bond. It's more Remington Steele fucking moves where he, like, gives him a little kick. Catch his gun. He fucking shoots this old man right in the face. No questions asked.
Right in the face.
Moments later, they're like, that guy was the hunter, or he was some kind of like federal agent who was hunting down a Nazi. So I was like, wait a sec. Timothy Dalton's the werewolf. We know who Beverly D'Angelo becomes at the end. That guy's an agent. The other guy is a fucking Nazi. So I was like, there's still this undercover werewolf slayer unaccounted for. Like, we have no fucking clue
also,
who Dennis Farina was talking about.
Also, Wolfgang Puck inexplicably just shows up to be like, oh, do you like the food? Yeah, I'll have a cheeseburger. A cheeseburger? All right, fine. We're like,
oh, nein, this is niche.
Nay,
it's like, maybe it's that guy. Maybe he's making a human burger.
I was like, is Wolfgang Puck going to wind up
who was the fucking werewolf hunter?
Okay, is it Beverly D'Angelo? Is that the bit? Because like
is that the bit?
Well, the way it
I was thinking, I was like, what if it's Reginald Vell Johnson?
Well,
is actually
what if?
Who, by the
Carl
way,
Winslow?
his fucking character is credited as Mercedes' husband.
Okay, if it was Carl Winslow, like in another life, maybe he'd go. Do you think it's before or after Family Matters? That's the question.
Because he's doing a lot of the fucking bits of like, haha, my dear, the moon suits you.
Do you think
he's like, this is like tradesman jokes, right?
You know how
different professions have like in jokes? This is it.
Right. Do you think he got burnt out by that werewolf hunting lifestyle? He's like, I got to become a cop in Chicago. I'm like, yes, that's definitely
like,
a
Mercedes
vacation.
Is wild as hell, dude. Yeah. Mercedes is the wild one that then sends you running into the arms of a fucking more stable woman to marry and start an ungrateful family with. We've all been there. We've all had a Mercedes.
We've all seen that
no
happen.
Big deal. Yeah, some of them are just a little more wild, right?
I think it's supposed to be Beverly D'Angelo, by my estimation.
I find that hard to believe because her character is also she's like a star that no one knows, and she's gonna perform.
Well, maybe it's just
calling
because
him fanboy.
Maybe it's because she fucking kills him at the end. I'm like,
the other theory I had is
that's why I assume
Dennis Farina just fucking made that up because he knew he's working for Beverly D'Angelo.
Sure.
And they're just doing this clever ruse to fucking lure to Dalton out.
That could be it, I guess. Maybe it's like a tag team thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some kind of fucking ruse. Yeah.
Again,
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Werewolf Concerto is one of those things where, okay, you're at the end of a season of television. You're on episode 13 of a 14-episode season. You're like, we've got a lot of money left over. Can we get Timothy Dalton and a bunch of we just spent a ton of money on Joe Pesci. Do you think T. Dalt would be down along with a bunch of these other people? Yeah, sure, let's do it.
And I thought because they introduced Beverly D'Angelo special in the credits, and it's called Werewolf Concerto, I was like, they're giving it away. It's going to be the singer. Right? So this one does a good job of playing against your expectations. Again, I don't want to just kind of brush over the thought that Timothy Dalton just fucking wasted dude in cold blood.
Straight up.
100%. His theory being is that guy's a werewolf, but when he killed the Nazi, he clearly couldn't have been a werewolf. He was still an old man form and clothed. So Timothy Dalton just fucking wasted this dude.
Just killed a guy.
No questions asked. And it kind of throws the whole thing into a tizzy to where then he's like, the singer gets up late and he's like, oh my God, I knew it. And it's like, well, what does he know? He's the werewolf. Why is that information? He runs up to the room. Really fucking cool kind of zag at the end is that the piano is Beverly D'Angelo's coffin, and she fucking runs him through with a candelabra.
Okay, but that's what I'm
That's really fun.
That's fucking sweet. I agree. That is a great kill.
One monster who doesn't realize he's being hunted by another monster.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun. Great gag at the end, I would say.
I dig it. I also think this is one of my favorite Crypt Keeper closes. This was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the quippage.
The quippage? You were all in on the quippage?
I was all in on this quippage. Sometimes it's been real hit or miss lately. These last few, but these last two he comes in hot because it's he goes with. Hang on, I actually had it pulled up here. It was a poor Loki, though he was thought he was starring in La Boheme. Turns out he was second lead in Romeo and Juliet.
Juliet. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's a just fun episode, man. The werewolf looked pretty cool. The transformation was fine. Nice little twist. Again, we're just kind of flippantly throwing in Wolfgang Puck and fucking Nazi war criminals and all this shit in the middle. It's a real fucking hodgepodge of just all of these kind of characters and elements that look like any kind of random generated Tales from the Crypt. And it lands really well. I thought that the coffin being the piano, I was like, I haven't seen that before. That's pretty fun. That's a cool little bit, right? And Timothy Dalton just, again, I think if there's one thing, I was like, him being the werewolf, I was like, all right. I still want to know who the goddamn werewolf hunter was. I think Dennis Farina's in on it, dude. He looks untrustworthy and smarmy as fuck.
I think it's Beverly D'Angelo.
She's a hunter. That's her thing. A vampire who hunts werewolves. Maybe.
I don't know. Some visual cues, I'd say. She's dressed. She's the only one who's dressed she's the only one who's dressed the way her character seems. Everyone else is just sort of dressed in like what was left in the wardrobe, but like she's the only one who has like a costume.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's like a glowing neon sign that just says boners here for old alcoholics. You know what I mean? It's like
boners for all of you that grew up watching the vacation movies or yeah. I don't know. Again,
could you always want to jerk off to Christmas Vacation, but there was too many family members around? Werewolf Concerto.
Werewolf Concerto.
We got you covered.
Sundays at 9 on HBO.
In your own seed. Yeah. All right, that's it. No wonder this cult only has 2 members. This is unbelievable. All right, guys. That's the end of Werewolf Concerto. A really fun episode of Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, again, not like the creme de la creme, but like this does everything I want from a Tales from the Crypt. It's a fun little wild romp that pays off really well, man. Fun episode of Tales from the Crypt.